2 veg meal na, fish fry 2, prawns 2.
Sambar or pongal? Masala tea. That's specialty?
T,
Teach me.
T,
Te.
T,
Te.
T.
Te.
Now eat. You'll also see some men who go in with their underwear. Then by the time they come out, they're short food like that.
So Rajinikanth is worshipped like God in Chennai.
But we also have other superstars.
For you, is it like Ajit Kumar, Rajinikanth, or is it like Rajinikanth and then Ajit Kumar?
Why are we doing this? Why is it becoming a controversial interview now?
Do you think like Tollywood actresses are not getting the opportunities?
Speaking Hindi is not very easy for South Indians. There was a time in 2015, 2016. Personally, I was going through a lot to depression, but it was my worst period. I decided that I will stop acting. So I was born to a Muslim father and a Christian mother. Then I converted. I was called Razina.
The sound of the waves, the crispy sizzle of dosa, and the aroma of filter coffee. You must have guessed by now where I am. I am in the city of Thalaiva, the cultural hub of South India. Vanakkam, Chennai. On this episode of Tere Gali Mein, joining me is Chennai's shining star, Regina Cassandra. Chennai के गली से लेके silver screen तक, she has made a mark in the film industry. So today, she is going to take me around Chennai her way. Local food, local vibe and everything in between. So ready हो चेन्नई के express tour के लिए? Ready, steady, go.
Hi!
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Vanakkam.
Vanakkam.
Did I say correct?
My city. Yeah, not bad, not bad at all. Welcome to my city.
Thank you so much.
Is this your first time here?
Of course.
Well, I must say, Rukmini, you've come here at the right time. November, December is the best time to be here. I mean, and the beach, we've got the second largest beach in the world. And
Yes.
it's huge, as you can see.
That's right.
Not as clean as I would like it to be, but we'll get there someday.
Someday. So you've always been a Chennai girl, is it?
Yeah, you know, whether I like it or not, it's somehow it's just me. Well, I was born here, brought up here, went to school, college, everything over here. So, yeah, it's home. My mom, with her friends and their kids, all of us would come to the beach. The adventure of just going and getting hit by the saltwater waves is another level altogether. Being so, adventurous about it. And more than just the water, I also like experiencing what was on the show. The food especially.
That-
You want to do manga?
I am not sure what's manga. If you
Green
can.
mango.
Oh, lovely. I would love. My
Okay,
mouth
done.
will start watering.
Okay, done. Akka, one கொடுங்க and இது one.
Okay.
You've succumbed to the animals on the beach.
Yeah, that's
fun.
fine.
Okay.
Okay.
On the beach, as you see, there's so many people, right?
Yeah.
You'll also see some men who go in with their underwear. They're absolutely tight underwear, okay? They go in, and by the time they go into the water, you see how the waves are? They're
Correct.
not forgiving at all. They're very unforgiving waves. So sometimes
Yeah.
you would see men go in, and then by the time they come out, their shorts would right up. It would be the worst thing. But I guess it's just a part of this culture, and you just have to grow up with it and just,
Yeah.
make peace with the fact that these type of people are out here.
I must say this is very tasty.
Nice, no?
This is very tasty.
It's addictive also.
Like very honestly, I feel that there are a lot of myths around Chennai. But since
Let's bust some of
yes, let's do that. So Chennai's food is just idli dosa. Don't look at me.
Your producer's also laughing over there. No, it's not. No, it's not. Have you had green mango anywhere else?
But I love this.
No, it's no.
I love this.
No, but I think it's just idli dosa for the ignorant.
Ah,
But today we will change that.
absolutely. So it's always hot and humid. Today it's not. I can vouch for it.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
It only depends on the time of year you come to Chennai. Also, I mean, we do have a cyclone warning, and hence the waves are looking like they can beat you to a pulp.
Yes.
But
it does.
it's not always hot and humid.
Yes. Okay. So Chennai is all about traditional culture.
The people in Chennai are pretty conservative, not judgmental, pretty conservative. They like to mind their own business, and I mean, there's a reason I've worn this and I've come to the beach today, you know. Generally, when I come to the beach, if I'm in a pair of shorts, which is most of the time, I'll put like a hoodie and my cap and I'll just walk like this on the beach. And what I do mostly on this beach is get food there and come in the middle over there somewhere on that side, sit down and just watch the waves and the moon and the water, you know. If you come here and in the evening post sunset, okay, you will find the beach like that couple over there. You will find the beach dotted. Like there'll be one person here, then one person, some people, two couple there, couple there, couple there. Everyone is sitting and doing whatever they please. Some are under the dupattas, some are under the sheds, some are under the tarpaulin, some are like, but they're doing their own things. You'll find lovers like dotted all over the beach throughout over here. It's a
Conservative is questionable.
yeah, so I don't know, like depends on what you call conservative. It is pretty traditional in comparison to most of the other cities in the country, and I like that. I like that it's a melting pot of like nice culture.
So it's just about temples and beaches.
Not really. We do have we have museums in Chennai that are worth going to. A lot of old buildings in Chennai, like especially if you go down this road, the Marina Road, you'll see the old buildings, you can go to the museums, you can do a lot more other things in Chennai. We have some really good shopping that you can do in Chennai.
Okay, so everyone speaks only Tamil.
Yeah, it's a little difficult.
Debatable?
No, I mean, it's sort of true because mostly the Ottoman, but that's actually changing. It's actually changing, but it is sort of true. I would not agree.
Chennai is all about filter coffee and no chai.
Rubbish. Come home. I make a great chai.
So Chennai, it's only where saris and lungis.
No. I mean, you can look around.
Yeah, quite
Diverse.
true. Quite diverse. So they eat food only on banana leaf.
I think everyone should eat food only on a banana leaf because it's actually very healthy. So even if you're eating on a plate and you put a leaf, banana leaves is supposed to, the vitamin D that they absorb from the sun is which is the reason why banana leaves are the leaves they used back in the day to eat on. Because it's actually, it's good to eat your food on this thing. So you're absorbing all the more vitamin D while you eat.
People should have in banana leaf.
But we don't only eat on banana leaves.
Okay, so Rajinikanth is worshipped like God in Chennai.
Yeah. Superstar. It's true.
100%.
Yeah, it's true. But having said that, you know, he is the superstar, the acclaimed superstar. But we also have other superstars in this city that are absolutely like worship. Thalapathy Vijay and even for me, my superstar would be Ajit Kumar. I think like, you know, like all of them are worshipped.
So for you, is it like Ajit Kumar, Rajinikanth, or is it like Rajinikanth and then Ajit Kumar?
Why am I doing this? Why is it becoming a controversial interview now?
So quite a lot of myths busting we did. We spoke about Chennai, we spoke about you. So now let's talk.
Yes.
So where are we going?
Since you're on the beach, we'll do some nice seafood. I'll get you some nice prawn 65 and some
Okay.
calamari.
Okay.
We have a mobile seafood, like it's a bus and they cook on the bus and then you can just sit there, park your car there.
Oh wow, interesting.
And sit there and eat. You can bring it on the beach. Just a week ago, I told you, right? We went and got like egg fried rice, some vanjaram. Vanjaram is sea fish. It's my favorite fish. Some vanjaram fry, some prawn 65, and then brought it in. They give us a plate and stuff. I brought the plate. My friend and I sat on the beach. No one knew who we were, what we were doing. It's dark enough. It's also bright enough. It's quite bright, the beach, because of the lights and everything that dot the beach around. You know, it's like it forms like a proper like a necklace sort of.
Wow.
This thing is beautiful. So.
So we'll
go
scoot?
get that. Yeah.
You go?
Come.
Awesome. Let's go. Shit, yeah, that place was closed. I so wanted to try it because you had such enthusiasm on your face.
I know, right? Maybe next time.
Yeah, but what about this? Like you brought me here.
So since that place is closed, when this is also close by, this is a lovely, lovely place. You're actually right now in the streets of Chennai, like all the
Wow.
gullies. Opposite is Chepauk Stadium,
Oh,
cricket
okay.
stadium. This is Nair Mess. It's one like iconic place.
Of Chennai.
Yeah. You have to come eat over here, like proper South Indian food.
Let's try.
Let's go.
Let's go. Wow, man, this place already looks so crowded, yeah.
We've actually come at a little later time, so this is not the crowd. This is like 20% of the crowd that's actually
Yeah,
there. You will
20%?
You'll not even get a place over here. If you come around
God.
like 1,
Uh-huh.
it's packed. And there are more women today than there would actually be. In fact, they've been here since the 60s. I have come here over the last couple of years only, but I've heard about the place since I was in school. Just that I never had the right crowd who would want to bring me here because they're like, no, you're a girl, you can't come here. It's actually honestly just full of men. This place, when I come here, I'm half the time the only woman over here.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, but the food is so good, it's worth it.
This banana leaf is
Yeah.
what we spoke of.
Yeah. Rendu veg meal na, fish fry rendu, prawns rendu fish fry, rendu prawns.
What is this? I think this is pickle, that's all I know.
This is the green banana,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what is this?
radish.
Oh, okay. So tell me, what are your favorite joints in Chennai?
There's a restaurant called Marina, which
Okay.
is close to my college on College
Okay.
Road, and they have like a very nice array of like catch of right from parrotfish to seerfish to salmon to tuna. They have
Oh.
everything, and you can actually see it. It's like a live menu.
Oh,
Yeah, and you can pick what you want in whatever preparation. You
and
want.
fresh
Thanks,
it is.
Na. Yeah, and fresh. And I also like the seafood on the beach in that mobile seafood truck that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Uh,
But that was so unfortunate.
I know, right? But it's okay, next time.
It's okay next time. Yeah.
For Korean, there's this really nice place called Aseo. There was a place called New Seoul,
Okay.
which was shut down. That was there. And then...
Are you a fan of Korean food?
I like
apart from
I
the
like Korean.
authentic.
Yeah.
Any specific dish in Korean food that you like?
Right from the bibimbap to the bulgogi.
You love
I
it
was just
all?
watching, yeah. I like food, and I was vegetarian for 7 years of my life, but I realized that I love to travel, and when I travel, I think the two things that absorbed me into the culture of a place is one, trying to pick up words, like local words, and just try to understand the language of the place, even the music of the place, and two is the food. I think food is so. There's so much of culture imbibed in the kind of food that people eat, right, from different regions and stuff. So for me, food is a big part of these things.
You think you'll be able to finish all of it?
Of course, watch me eat. People keep saying, "Oh, we don't think you eat. We don't think you eat." Today is the day I'll watch me because this is my favorite.
Full on batting.
This is my favorite
Yeah.
cuisine, South Indian.
Lovely. Let's begin.
Let's dig in.
Yes.
Please. Just a second. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
So why did you do this? Like, make it in two parts?
I just don't
I'm
want
just
my
curious.
sambar and my rasam to mix. So I like eating like little. So I'll have my rasam rice and then I'll probably have some sambar rice and I might want rasam rice again.
Wow.
Okay, let's dig
Okay,
in.
let's dig. So what should I begin with? I should begin with the sambar.
Yes, go for the sambar.
We'll do a quick game. So it's basically a this or that. So you just have to choose
Both.
between the two. For none of the
Fine.
questions, you can say both.
Fine.
Dosa or idli.
Dosa.
Okay. Sambar or pongal.
Can't have pongal without sambar.
No, but still, if you have to choose one, like you can just choose one bowl.
Pongal.
Okay. Filter coffee or tea?
Yeah.
Tough
It is tough.
Tea. Masala tea. Okay. Vada or bonda?
But
Chettinad chicken or fish curry?
difficult curry.
Marina Beach or Elliot's Beach?
Elliot's.
Mango pickle or lemon pickle?
Mango.
Mango. Acha. Appam or idiyappam?
Apple.
Appam. Pesarattu or vada?
Effort.
That's pesarattu?
T.
Teach me.
T.
Te.
T.
Te.
T.
Te. Rasam or sambar?
Rasam.
Rasam.
Sambar seems to not be on my list, but yeah. Rasam.
Rasam. Okay. Kottu parota or shawarma?
Kottu parota.
Kottu parota. Okay. Mahabalipuram or Pulikat Lake for a day trip?
Mahabs.
Rajnikant sir or Kamal Hassan? Tough one.
Yeah.
But choose one.
Why can't it be both?
No. That's not fun. You have to choose one.
I'm too busy eating.
Oh my god. Okay. Both?
Yeah. Now eat.
So I literally got scolded from Regina for not eating and just
Because I'm the
questioning.
only one eating. People think I'm such a hog.
Okay. Tell me a fun thing. Like, do you cook usually at home? Do you know cooking?
I do on and off, but not all the time. Seafood mostly I like to cook. I like to make dosa once.
So which
in a while.
fish you like the most?
Sear fish.
Oh. So
this is sear
curry?
fish. It's called vanjanam.
Mm.
Fish fry. Chicken fry, fish fry, mostly non-veg.
Lovely. I think I've bugged you enough and now I'll let you eat peacefully.
Here in one of another iconic parts of Chennai, okay? It's called Mint Street in Paris Corner. And this is how it is.
So novelty tea house it is.
Yes, now we'll do. So, pav bhaji,
Okay.
one pudina onion dosa,
Okay.
dahi puri,
Okay.
some tea, please, 2 glasses of tea,
Ah.
masala tea.
Wow.
And what else?
You were suggesting something
The
like...
murko sandwich.
Yeah, that is something I want to try. Like I've never had something like this before. Yeah?
Plain murko sandwich or one cheese murko sandwich?
What you are having? I'll have
I would
that.
rather do the plain. I'm already doing dahi and all of that on the side. So,
So okay, two plain Morocco sandwich.
I think one is enough.
One is enough. Okay, one.
There's so much food. I get that. Okay, thank
Thank you. Which class, like you have been a child artist?
I was acting ever since I was 14 in films. When I was in college, I got a lot of opportunities to do a lot of films. Tamil, Kannada, Telugu.
How did when you wanted to pursue it like a full-time acting as a career, how did your parents react? Like generally I've heard, Tamil families, they are a little on the traditional and the conservative end. So how was your family's reaction when you said this?
So I was born to a Muslim father and a Christian mother. And I was born a Muslim.
Okay.
And then I converted
Okay.
because my parents got divorced. I was called Razina till I was 6 years old.
Okay.
And then I converted, and then I did my baptism, and then I did my first Holy Communion. So if you ask me about South Indian, I don't think we're South Indian as South Indian are. But I was born and brought up in Chennai. When coming to the reaction at home, I told you, my mom said only one thing: I would like for you to be a graduate, because there's no one in our family who's not graduated from, at least done their bachelor's in anything, right?
What was your first audition like?
So we'd have to hold a little paper in front of us with our name and our age and our height and everything. Hold it and just stand there and then put it down and then introduce
Stand there and
ourselves.
say what?
No, just hold the paper, that's it. Hi, my name is Regina. I am 13 years old and I go to Lady Amdar. My height is 5'4". And my hobbies are I love to play basketball and I'm a very sporty person. I love adventure and I love dancing and I'm a bathroom dancer.
Yay! That was very sweet. Thank you
you.
so much for doing it. Okay, so what was your first paycheck? How much was it?
850 rupees.
For
An
ad?
ad.
Oh, wow. And that's in which year? What was your age?
9 years old.
So you felt very happy when you like got that first sum of money. Like, what did you?
That was my first few paychecks. But then when I started anchoring for the children's channel that I used to get like a bigger sum, like bigger amount and stuff. And I still remember I went and bought this crystal pendant for myself. I don't know why.
Oh.
Back then as a kid, I was big time into jewelry, big time into accessories. Like I would have hoops of like 20 different colors, patterns, like.
And never wear them, just keep them in a box.
No, I used to wear all of them back then.
Wow, that's nice.
Now I don't wear them, I just keep them in boxes because I'm so tired with the thing. But
So now that you are in this film industry, right? I'm sure you have faced a lot of struggle, like being in the industry. So tell me one of your biggest struggle that you faced, like, you know, to be in the industry, to make a mark in the industry.
there was a time in 2015, 2016. Personally, I was going through a lot. I felt like movies might not, or this industry might not, I might not be cut out for it because there was too much competition in the sense of lobbying. And I'm not the kind of person that networks. I could never put myself out there just for the sake of a film or just to bag a role. 2015 and 16 as well. I'd gone through a little bit of a slump where I felt like this industry is just not for me. I'm not really cut out to be so cutthroat or so-called meant to come to me. There were well-wishers in the industry and there were also people who wanted to say things just to see how I would react. You know, so it felt like a very toxic environment for me. People lobbied for the same film. I didn't know that this was happening behind my back as well because I never really lobbied as such. And then I knew of the things that people in my team were doing that they shouldn't have been doing. Again, instead of actually picking up that conversation with them, I decided to remove myself from the situation. So in 2016, I decided that I will stop acting.
Such a big decision.
Yeah. I decided that this is not my cup of tea and I can't do it. I was not clinically diagnosed with depression, but it was my worst period. And I had all the symptoms of depression because of my hormonal issues, but I hadn't gone to a doctor or therapist or psychiatrist or anything to figure it out. I knew what was up with me and I just wanted to let it flow. That did feel like a time. It did teach me a lot about myself. But thankfully at that time I was also working on a film. I was also shooting.
So you were occupied as well.
I was occupied and I got to live by myself for some time while I was shooting for the film. I could go into my shell and I could concentrate on myself, you know. That I would consider as a very...
So I just want to interrupt once. Normally they say when you are depressed and you live in a shell, like in a cocoon, like only with yourself, you tend to overthink a lot and you tend to go deep down that tunnel. Did something like that happen with you?
No, it didn't because I was very present. I knew what my issues were and I just wanted time away from people in general. Like I just did not want to see a soul until I had to go to shoot. You know, so I lived by myself for some time, then went to shoot. After that is when the Telugu film happened. That was going to be my last film. The one that I was shooting for through that time where I was not feeling too good was supposed to be my last film. It was a Tamil film called Nenjam Marapudalai and directed by a director that I look up to quite a bit, Selvaraghavan sir. I would consider, and no one really around me knew it. Like not a soul around me.
So it was just you dealing with it alone.
Yeah. And maybe two friends of mine who knew that I was going through this. But that's about it. I'm the kind of person that when I'm dealing with something, especially if it is mental, I rather be by myself, like just take some time off to myself, pamper myself, maybe go for a massage, maybe just like relax, not think about it. And I don't need people to distract. I mean, people around me to be distracted, basically. One of my best times in the industry.
Hats off to you, like coming out of it all, you know, by yourself. It's really commendable.
Now it feels like a distant dream. I just remember visuals of it and probably how heavy I felt. Again, exercise and food really, really helped. I dated someone who was diagnosed with depression much before that. And hence I could tell the symptoms surrounding depression and what it was like. And I knew what I needed to probably do to make myself feel better. Otherwise, I would have probably slipped into a hole where I would have had to go and get myself checked, you know.
Do you think like Tollywood actresses, they are quite prominent in the Bollywood industry, or they are not, or they are not getting the opportunities, or like what is it? What do you think? Why the like you see a lot of Tollywood stars in Bollywood now, but not so many Tollywood actresses in Bollywood? Like, what do you think can be the reason, of what's the perspective on this?
In the South, we have a lot of North Indian actresses in the South. So all your Tollywood actresses are mostly from the North.
Correct.
If you look at it, I mean, out of the top of my head, if I have to say Tamanna, Kajol Agarwal, there's a Samantha, there's a Nayanthara from the South. Speaking Hindi is not very easy for South Indians. Being a South Indian, I see that like when you go to do a Hindi film, they want you to speak the language properly.
Cheers to that.
Yes.
Oh, with the butter biscuits.
Yes,
I
of
forgot.
course. How can we not?
That's such a wonderful journey, I must say. It's so good. I like your food selections, yeah. So where are we going next?
If you promise me to eat, I'll take you.
Oh my goodness. She's behind me. I'll eat. I'll eat for sure. Quantity I can't promise.
Okay, fine.
Done? So we'll go?
I'll take you. We'll walk on the streets and we'll decide where.
Done. I can count on you 100%.
Done.
Let's go.
This is one of the two spots I wanted to take you to. The other
okay.
spot is not available today, which is sad. Maybe another time when you're here.
For sure.
But this is an ice cream parlor which is just down the road of my school. This place is called Salzburg Square, and this parlor is called Creamy Inn. It's been here for I think 3 decades now.
My goodness.
Yeah, and
So
the
you
place
used
has
to
not
come here
changed
quite
one bit.
frequently?
Yeah, we used to come here quite a bit.
Wow, so nice. Let's go. Let's go. We spoke so much about food. Tell me about travel. Like, are you a ardent? How frequently do you travel? Where have you traveled?
You know,
Lately.
over the last so many years, I travel on work quite a bit. In spite of traveling on work quite a bit, I still make time to I go on make an adventure out of a trip. I love going on treks.
Anything upcoming that you would like to share with our viewers? Like anything?
Upcoming projects. There's a Tamil film called Vida Muyarchi, Ajit Sir's film. It has Ajit Sir, Trisha, produced by Laika. In Hindi, I have one film that I can't wait to talk about. I'll have to wait to talk about it.
Okay.
And there's another one called Section 108 with Nawazuddin Siddiqui.
A lot of things upcoming.
Yeah. So apart from work, there are also a couple of NGOs that I have, been a part of. One is the Aditya Mehta Foundation. I've been a trustee with them for the longest time. Aditya Mehta Foundation works with para-athletes. The other foundation that I'm working with is called Democratic Sangha, and it's a non-profit, non-partisan organization that works towards exploring democracy and making people in our country understand the importance of a democratic nation and what we as people could do to be a part of this.
That's wonderful. I'm sure all these small steps are going to create a big impact for sure. All the best on that.
Thank you.
So you teach me Tamil. I'll give you a few sentences. You teach me Tamil. I'll try to learn. Okay? So let's say I want to say hi, how are you?
I mean, hi is hi. எப்படி இருக்க? எப்படி இருக்கு? Yeah.
Hi, எப்படி இருக்கு?
எப்படி இருக்கு?
எப்படி இருக்கு?
Okay. If it's respectful, it is எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
Okay, so now let's say I want to say Chennai is beautiful.
சென்னை ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு.
Slow.
சென்னை ரொம்ப
ரொம்ப
நல்லா இருக்கு.
இருக்கு. ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு. Chennai ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு. One more. Let's eat idli dosa.
Okay, they say idli only, it's actually idli, but they pronounce it as idli. Idli.
Okay.
Idli dosa சாப்பிடலாம்.
Idli dosa.
சாப்பிடலாம். What is the sentence?
Let's have idli dosa.
Idli dosa சாப்பிடலாம்.
சாப்பிடலாம்.
When you write it in Tamil, a lot of the words end with a
Okay.
But it's a ma with a Chandrabindu type on top.
Oh, okay.
So when you put a Chandrabindu on top, it becomes an
Oh, idli dosa சாப்பிடலாம்.
But when you're pronouncing it, the ma becomes a சாப்பிடலாம். You don't say lam.
lam.
You don't say lam. You say சாப்பிடலாம்.
Oh, okay.
The m becomes very silent.
Oh, okay, okay.
Wow, this is interesting.
This is such a class I'm having
But
today.
you're not bad at all.
Yeah, wow, that's such an appreciation. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, two last. One is, how do I say no and yes?
No, like you don't want, you're saying Vanda.
Vanda.
But if you're saying no, it's not there, then you're saying illa. Vanda is no, I don't want.
Oh, when it's about me.
Yeah, you don't want.
Want it,
But if
okay.
it's something is not present,
Acha.
no, not there, then it's an illa.
I think Vanda and Ille, this is the most
What is
easiest.
Venama? Illa Vanda. You say illa Vanda. No, I
Oh.
don't know. Illa Vanda.
Oh, Ille Vanda.
Hmm.
Okay. And for yes?
Amma.
Amma. That's the easiest I've learned till now. Amma. Okay, one last. How do I say thank you?
Nandri.
Nandri. So, Nandri.
Vanakkam. After all the TV, after the news on TV channels, it's
Yeah.
like Nandri, Vanakkam.
So, Nandri, Vanakkam, Regina. Thank you so much. It's been so wonderful having you. Like, I had a great time. So,
you
how was.
actually came around the city with me quite a bit today. It's nice.
Absolutely. And it was a
Got to
wonderful
see
vibe.
Chennai. Right, you came in a good time. I'm glad you got to see what you got to see. But there's still a lot more in Chennai in terms of culture. I really would encourage people, if there's a good time to come to Chennai and you love the arts, you should come to Chennai in December. It's called the Margari season.
Okay.
It's when you have like these classical concerts and all the sabhas. They have like Carnatic concerts, and they have Natyam concerts. Like the people are putting out their Bharatanatyam shows, and all the singers are doing some Carnatic concerts and stuff. And it's really a beautiful time to be in the city.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that information, and thank you so much for being with us on the show.
Yay,
It was lovely.
Likewise.